What should you know before starting architecture school? If you are hesitated to join or you already made your decision and wondering what should I know before starting, this video is absolutely for you. Hello everyone, what's going on? My name is Aisha. I'm gonna tell you what should you know before starting architecture school. If this is your first time here and you love architecture and want to learn more about it, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. What I really wish that I knew before starting architecture school is to know what is architecture. What happened to me is I love drawings and I'm good at drawings. People said to me, if you love drawings, join to architecture. And they really don't have an idea what they were talking about. They kept saying, you have a very good degrees. Don't waste them with drawings. Join architecture. It's all about drawings. Also, you will be an engineer. My imagination filled with, engineering with drawings. How much cool is that? I joined, but what happened? After I joined, I was shocked. Nothing that they have ever told me is true. Of course, our language in architecture school is about drawing, but architecture is more than that. It's much more than that. And there's a lot to do. But I didn't regret at all to start architecture school. But what I really regret, or I wish that I knew before, is what really architecture. So the first thing to know what really architecture is. I'm gonna ask you, do you really know what is architecture? If you know, comment down below so I could know what architecture means to you. And if you don't, you can watch the video in the description in order to know what is architecture. The second thing to know after knowing what architecture is, you need to know what does the architect do. Architect can perform many roles, including design, interior, exterior buildings, streets, gardens, cities, and even furniture. And most of all, construction. But for now, let's focus on design. Architect is a person who is responsible for inventing or realizing particular idea or project. Architects do many things. But what I really want to tell you that architects shape the world. We shape the world, and our goal is to make the world a better place to live and helping solving, fixing people problems. Many people ask, should I have the talent of drawings to be an architect? So let me tell you that you don't have to be talented, because over time with the practicing you will be good at drawings. But it's not about that, it's about love and imagination. If you love to draw and you can imagine yourself spending your next 8 years drawings and designing, so this is absolutely your place. So no, you don't have to be talented. You have to love. You have to love drawings, and most of all, you have to love architecture. And you can't love it until you know what is it. If you made your decision and want to start architecture school and you have time before the school is open, you can practice on drawings. Practice very hard. Be very good at drawings. Not because you must start architecture school knowing how to draw, but to be perfect from the beginning. Because when you start the school, you won't have the time to develop yourself and improve yourself. Also, if you have more time, choose a software program and learn it. I'm telling you to do all these things to make the first year on school much easier, so you could be able to focus on architecture itself, not the drawings and programs. During this period before the school is open, you can also search online about architecture buildings, constructions, famous architects, or read books. Just be updated. It's very important to know the greatest architects and their projects, because they can teach you a lot. When you read and see more about architecture, you will start to recognize what is really architecture about, and you will be strong in your first year at school. Also, before we end, I want to tell you that architecture school is very hard and exhausting. You might work very hard and you are very certain that your project is perfect, but shockingly they give you a low degree. Why is that? Let me tell you why. Because you are designing what you see is beautiful according your style. It's wrong to do that. You should design according the client styles and needs, because architectural design is from people to the people. You design for the client, not yourself. You need to know the client style. What does he hate? What does he love? What does he want? And at this moment in a school, you don't have a client. The client is your professor. Find out what does he love, hate, want, what does he want in the project, and you will be fine. But it's okay if you go through all of these things. It's really fun. Don't give up. Don't let the low degrees disappoint you. That happens to all of us. But what makes us continue is love. We love architecture, and so we are ready to take this adventure to go through all of these stuffs, these exhausting things, because we love architecture and we are going to be an architect. We are going to help the world, to improve the world. It's a very important job, and you should be proud to be an architect. Remember, if you didn't fall, then it means you haven't walked yet. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. But first, I want you to tell me, have you made your decision yet? What is concerning you? Maybe I could help you. And if you have any question, please ask, because I'll be glad to answer you. And if you want to learn more about architecture, please consider subscribing. Have a nice day and good luck.